Hello, we've got a microeconomics problem to solve. We've got a industry with 10 firms, okay? And since they all have the same costs, that's a tip off that we're talking about perfect competition. So perfectly competitive market, and we're looking for price taking type situation. So we're given this data. This data is for a single firm, and then this is for the market demand. The market equilibrium price and price that each firm gets for its product. Okay, so we're looking for the price when quantity supplied in the market equals quantity demanded in the market. Okay, so it's going to be one of these numbers needs to equal the quantity demanded coming from this. Now, what we don't have here is a column for marginal cost, and this is what it says down in here. We want a table for the marginal costs for all the firms. So what I've done here is we've done this over in Excel, and I'll talk you through the rest of what all of this means. But this right here is, this right here, you'll notice is the same. So I just put that in the table. That's demand right there. I didn't label that, unfortunately. This is all of the firms in the market. Okay, and I calculated their marginal cost. What the marginal cost is the difference in cost divided by the difference in, so that means difference. So it's the difference in total cost divided by the difference in quantity. This one's pretty easy because the difference in quantity is always 1. So it's just the difference in total cost divided by 1. Okay, so this is where I got all this data from. So it was 12, and then 12, that's the additional cost there, and then 3, and then 4, and that's where all of that came from, okay? Now the quantity supplied is just multiplying this in this one quantity by 10 because there's 10 firms, 10 identical firms, okay? So that's where all of that came from, okay? So now I need to match up, and you can just eyeball this. We're looking at the quantities. What are they equal? So let's see, 40 and 40. So the buyers will buy 40 units when the price is 16, but the sellers will only sell, will require a price of at least 8. So that's going to result in a surplus, I'm sorry, a shortage. No, I said it right, the surplus initially. So we're looking for where they're equal, right? And you can probably see it, but you can test out different quantities and see where they're at. So where they're at, circle that in green, is right here. So 50 and 50. Okay, so that's the quantity where the price is equal. So the price here, the answer here is 14. So each firm gets to sell 14. The market quantity is going to be 50. Okay. Now each individual firm, this data right here is for each individual firm. So you can think of it in terms of the total cost. So it says how much profit is each firm making. So we can just multiply 14, which is the price, times the quantity, which is 5. So 14 times 5 is 70. So just be 70 minus the total cost there is 53. Okay, and that'll give you your profit. Or you can take the average cost of producing 5. You can do it that way too. Below what price will firms begin to exit the market? So the rule here is they're going to exit the market at the minimum of average total cost. So that's why we calculated average total cost. So that's right here. Okay, so the price needs to be at least 975 in the long run for firms to stay in this market. So that's the rule. Okay, so we'll look for the minimum of average total cost. Okay, and that's how to answer that question.